Silver is just not sweating this tiny little dip down to wherever we are right now. Not sweating at all. Plus, is crypto bottoming? No, I'm not joking. That's a genuine question. We'll take a look at all of those. We'll do viewer questions, etc. We'll talk with the amazing GMS family. We'll do gold, platinum analysis, BTC, some crypto too. Anything else that we damn well feel like. You know why? Because it's my live show. If you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers. I tell you, it gets higher and higher every time, just like my hair. I am Joe Main, coming to you live from Melbourne in Australia, a stacker of precious metals since 2010, a stacker of crypto since 2013. Now I do this show live on Tuesdays and Thursdays and all the amazing stuff I do in between. Of course, we must do, as we always do, a synchronized slurp. It's the slurp heard around the world. You grab a tasty beverage, I grab my tasty beverage. We slurp them synchronously together. There is one rule: you must slurp it audibly. Don't let the team down. We have a whole bunch of new subscribers from my video from yesterday. Not bad, hey? You get to enjoy it for the first time. If you've just joined us on the channel, what I would get you to do is come join the live show and do your first synchronized slurp with the GMS gang. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, slurp it. Extra long, extra slurpy, just for the new subscribers. Let's do some shout outs and we'll get to the stuff of the day. Can you do me a favor though? Please, please, please head over to this one right here. Head over to x.com/Good Morning Stackers. Why? Because that's what I want you to do. So go do that, please. 3,687 followers right there. As you all know, what I do here is I just quickly do a little cut and past, brah. Just a bit of cut and past. 25 and that, because I want this to go trending on good old X as well. Can you follow me over there, please? And go, I won't show you the screen, but go to facebook.com/the Joe Main. Not it's Joe Main like X.com, but the Joe Main on Facebook. Get me to over 100 followers on there because it's a new account. And then I can stream live from there too. Cool. Thanks for that. Let's do some shout outs. Morning, Stackers. Morning, Jason. It's good to see you. Silver. Man, did you see my silver video from yesterday? It's had like a lot of views in relation to my channel. Hey, Mark Florida is back. Good to see you, dude. It's been a while, I think. It feels like it's been a while, unless it was the last live show and we're just doing, not too many live shows these days. GMS, morning, Joe. Already did that. Let's see. Living Adam Man is here. Good. Yes, you finally made it back. How's the fam, dude? How's the fam? Let us know. Not much, but exciting to see some positive price action. Yes, sad to see all the unnecessary warmongering, though. It's all unnecessary, isn't it? Let's see. Platinum. That's unusual for you to talk about platinum, Niels Han Dynasty. Who would have thought? Lance. How's your family, Lance? Let us know. Ole. I'm going to say Spanish. Let's go with that. Lance says, I reckon people like Dick and Liz Cheney are rubbing their hands at all the warmongering. Yeah, anyone who owns, stock in that stuff. And generally, well, I bet Nancy Pelosi is doing just... Nancy Pelosi would have probably made a fortune. Let's see. It does seem like the whole gang is in the house. Where's Chat Mum? We do need Chat Mum. Knackers, I'm so happy to... Oh, I love this fact. GMS, Chat Mum is busy buying silver. Yeah, she could be. Crypto bottoming out. Maybe. You put a laughy face. It could be. We'll take a look at that. You never know. Let's see. Pete Repeat is here too. Fantastic. I was Samoan today. I like it. When I have Indian takeaway, a Samoan or two is not too bad. Oh, sorry. Sorry. That's samosa. Yeah. No new wars. Yeah? Is it a war? I don't know. Do you want to go there? Jason? Do you want to do it? Is it? Is there a declaration of war? Is there a war? Is it actual? Is the US properly involved? Okay. I don't know. You're so quick to jump. So quick to jump. But I like that you're kind of like the provocateur of the group. So I appreciate that. Yeah, let's do some stuff. Of course, did you know the show is brought to you by, we're going to figure this out now, different format. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com, Stormrake, stormrake.com, your full-service cryptocurrency brokerage. You want to sign up with my link because you get discounts and all that kind of stuff. You'll hear about more of that a little bit later on. Technically no new wars yet. No, exactly. Exactly. Silver, not sweating, just not breaking a sweat. A little bit of a dip. We went up to that $37 something level. We'll take a look at the price right now, and it's back down. But when I show you where we are and the levels we're at, not sweating at all. Let's take a look at the precious metals stuff. Again, follow me on x.com/Good Morning Stackers. That's not the one you want. You get to see those guys later on. Here is silver, sorry. Here is silver on the monthly time frame priced in USD. I did a video yesterday. I won't show it to you right now. It was called $50 silver is inevitable, then what? So we talked about, of course, you guys know the cup and handle, blah, blah, blah. If you watched that video yesterday, I'm not going to go through it all again. We are breaking $50 eventually. We're going to $100 silver. We could go as high as $700 silver. I made the case for that. Just watch the video. But on the daily time frame, just not real. It's not sweating, man. Look, this beautiful move up to $37. 30, fantastic. So it broke through previous resistance at 36.80, and we needed 36.50 right about there-ish to hold. So if I show you on the 4-hour time frame, this is pretty obvious. You know, you have a bit of a rise, and the prices go up and down. No shit, Sherlock. Is that what happens? Prices go up and down. So on the 4-hour time frame, what you could see was it the hour? Yeah, it was the hour. On the hour time frame, you had this thing here. We had been talking about the potential bearish divergence. Yeah, we showed it up here and we showed it here on the hour time frame, right there and then there. So higher high in the price, lower high in the relative strength index, shows some momentum is waning after some large moves. Okay, no problem. And we've seen that dip down to, what do you know, previous resistance at around about exactly $36.50, where it broke out of. So here's where it's not sweating, and I wouldn't sweat about silver just yet. We are at exactly the 0.618. Oh no, the heater went on. Oh, I really didn't want it to. Okay, I'm about to roast in here. You can't hear it, but I'm about to roast for a little bit. Where are we? From this low and this high, it went into the zag zone. Okay, so that's the normal area of expected support, par for course. Markets go up, markets go down. They zig and they zag. That's the zag zone. As long as you don't, and it came back down to test the bottom end, 0.618. Fine. As long as you don't break there, fine. All good. No sweat. No sweat. Silver not sweating, right? Don't break there. Good. If you break there, then we'll be talking about the lower prices. So let's do some that's not blue sky thinking, it's the opposite. If it does break through and closes, not spikes, again, spikes mean SHIT, it's if they close days in particular. So if it closes a day below about that $36.50 mark, then what you need to do is you have to then go back and go, okay, it's looked like it's not going to be retracing just this move from here to here. It looks like it might be retracing a larger move. So then all you do is you take your fib and you go back to a previous significant low, and that will be right there. So you go, if that's breaking, okay, so then where's the next zag zone? Well, the bottom end of the zag zone is there. Okay, so that's at $36.13. Kind of lines up with nice support right there. Then if that breaks through and doesn't hold, okay, if it closes a day below there, you go, ooh, okay, well, maybe it's going to be retracing a larger move. All right, cool, no problem, that's fine. No problem. All good. So then you would take it probably to there. Okay, so then that's what, at no lower than 35.35, please. And if you want to take it down to there, if it even breaks through, then you would say no lower than $34.50. I would probably suggest on a daily time frame, on a daily, you preferably yeah, you preferably don't want to break that $34.50, $35 level. That's where you'd start to get a little concerned. But coming down to what previous resistance at that $34, $35 level, yeah, it's kind of par for course. So, that's not unexpected. Okay, so down into there, that's cool. I wouldn't sweat about silver. From about there, that's when you wouldn't want to see it come back down into this range and go, oh, okay, something's going on. So anywhere down to like 34.50, I'm cool with, and bounce off, and if it breaks there, then onwards and upwards we go. That I'm just giving you the just in case thing. None of this might happen at all, and I'm not expecting that to happen. I'm actually very bullish, of course, on silver, and so as long as we hold above that $36.50 area between that low and that high, great, cool. Just do that, bounce off. What would be the signal that it does? It's getting a little bit detailed here, so my apologies. But if this is the low, you take it from this high and this low. Let me get rid of you. And then you just need to get through the opposite way. You need to get through the zag zone going in the upward direction. Technically, it's the zig zone, really, because markets zig up, markets zag down. So there and there. So then breaking through and holding $37, onwards and upwards we go. Looking great. Do something like that. Beautiful. And then we're onwards, upwards to $50, $100, $700 silver. All that stuff. Looking great. Cool. That's it. Not sweating at all. Let's take a look at gold, and I'll show you platinum because I did post a comment in the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum today. I posted it on X as well about platinum, maybe taking a little bit of a pause here, but it's been the king of the metals recently. But here is gold. Gold, $3,375. Yeah, now I'm really sweating. Ugh. You are looking at it on the 4-hour time frame using the tradingview.com website. Currently respecting the downtrend line and respecting the top end of the zag zone at $3,355. As I've been saying, no lot to say. While it remains above there, new all-time high for gold coming very soon. That's my opinion. Could I be wrong? Completely. Could it just consolidate through time rather than through price? Could it just go and not break a high for ages and then do some kind of accumulation pattern instead? Up, flirt with it, and it takes a while? Sure. But I think a new all-time high, that's my guess, okay? Dollar cost average into your favorite precious metals is the best way to go. Anything on the 1 hour? No, not really. Oh, there's something I wanted to show you on the 1 hour, on the silver. There's something, let me go back. We're going back to silver, I wanted to show you why the case might be that we do continue on upwards from here. And that's because of the relative strength index. So on balance of probability, I think we've paused. I think we've had our bottom here in silver. So a little bit of a move down, perfect to the 0.618. That's not the one. I really wanted to show you this. That was why, yeah, down to the 0.618 because of here. So relative strength index has gone into and touched the bottom end of the normal zone. So it's technically gone into extremely oversold or undervalued. Okay, at least on the one. This is the 1 hour time frame. Okay, but have a look on the 1 hour. What do you notice? All right, what do you notice? Recently, when you're in an uptrend, when it's hit the bottom end, it's either made new highs, relatively, not new all-time highs, but new highs, or it's come back it hasn't made new lows. Okay, let me show you what I mean. So back here, okay, this was at that $28 level. Remember we went into my best buy zone? Remember the good old best buy zone between 28 and 26? We hit the best buy zone, $28, and that was extremely undervalued or oversold, okay, on silver on the 1 hour time frame. Then we came back into extremely oversold, but it's a higher price. Then, if we look at this, right, looky right here. We had some double bottoms, right? But they were double bottoms. You went into to the bottom end of the RSI or even into extremely oversold, but it didn't form lower lows, okay? And then just recently, look at this right here. You've got that. That coincides with that, right? So just that. And then what's this? Between here and here, that's there to there, right? That's bullish AF. Okay, and now you've just come back and you've tested the 0.618, bounced off it perfectly so far. That's a small move in fiat dollar price, but a huge move from there to there so quickly. That tells me, I think, that the sellers are exhausted, and then I'm going to give you like an 80% chance we're heading up from here. Could I be wrong? Yes, it's just got to hold that $36.50. But look at that, we're back down in oversold already, and that's higher than here, right? From that to there, where are we? That's that to that. That's pretty damn good. Would you not agree? I think so. So that's why I think 80% chance we do head onwards and upwards from here. In silver, I did gold. I did silver, I did gold, went back to silver. Let's take a look at platinum. Ooh, this is interesting. Platinum on the 1 hour. Let me show you the daily time frame, priced in US dollars, through 1,325. Where are we coming up to? Remember I spoke about, I'll show you on the weekly. Remember this zone right here? This is between 1330 to 1430. Look at this beautiful move in platinum. Oh my God, this is great. Right, once we broke out of that $981,000 level, this has just been absolute gold. We've come up to meet the resistance level here. That's also the trapped money area. So this here, buyers, some buyers back there, but you've got this trapped money right there, and that's why I said this zone might be an area of resistance to watch out for. On the daily time frame, I did post here on X right there. I posted platinum has you can still see that platinum has been the king of metals recently, outperforming gold and silver, and you can see it's been outperforming gold and silver right here. Might be taking a little pause here as the fiat price and ratio showing signs of small time on the daily bearish divergence, higher high in the price, lower high in the relative strength index. This is the platinum to silver ratio. Platinum's been killing silver recently and might just be taking a pause here, unless we just creep higher and higher, and this on the RSI comes to break that, and it has to break that. Otherwise, some bearish divergence. So silver and gold might be having a bit more time in the sun versus platinum in the next week or so, something like that, because platinum's had a decent run. Okay, it's also at some decent resistance as well. This is the platinum to gold ratio, same thing. Okay, higher high, lower high in the relative strength index. Potential, and it's only potential, bearish divergence. And that the funny thing is this means though that all of the prices of the precious metals could be going up. It's just one's going up faster than the other. Okay, and then the fiat dollar price, similar thing. I think we're at that 1330 kind of level. We hit that pretty exactly. What worries me but gets my alerts, my alert up, is when you have a bit of a move down and then a really quick sudden move back up, like a quick spurt. It's like the last spurts of the gas tank before it runs out. Okay, higher high, lower high, and this is on the dollar price as well. Cool. That's why I think potentially a little bit of a pause in platinum around about here-ish. Yeah, see that? Looky, right? That and that. I reckon we pause here, okay? And we're right at the top end of that 1330, that level. That's my opinion on platinum. Could I be wrong? Yes. If we sail through, where are the next resistance levels? Watch out for that 1430 right there, okay? Big one, and that's at a key Fibonacci level. That's at the 0.5 right there. So watch out for 1430. Let's see. If we do move down from here, on the 4 hour, what is the new zone that you need to look out for? It's not that different to where we had it before, but you would take it from, on the 4 hour, you'd take it from this low and this high. That's, I think, the most relevant. And then your bottom end, that's around about the same. It's about $5 difference. 1,145, anywhere in this zone here. Anywhere in there. And I'd probably, if we are going to tick below there, then I'd give preference to the bottom end of 1,150 US dollars. Just watch out for it. Might happen. If it doesn't, don't sweat. Dollar cost average into your platinum. Cool. Miners. Let's quickly talk some mining stuff. Gold and silver miners. Here is the GDX. So this is the gold miners large cap index. Okay, you just buy this if you want exposure to a whole bunch of different large cap gold miners, but you don't want to buy the individual ones. Cool. I'd say, look, there's some double toppiness. We did talk about this, didn't we? Didn't we talk about this? We talked about this, man. Where we had some double topness. Okay, this is again on the 4-hour time frame. Doesn't matter over the long term. No. This is probably more for people who are trading, and you guys aren't traders. Most of you are stackers like me. I do trade a little bit, but double top here, lower high on the relative strength index. If you break this level right here at $50.75 US cents, then you would say a larger move down is coming, because that's a break of market structure on the 4-hour time frame where you have been posting higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low, equal high, lower low? No. Okay, that would be breaking, and then you'd be looking at some larger move down. But that market is closed. So now you've got the GDX listed on the Australian Stock Exchange. So this is the one that will be opening actually soon. Is that a similar deal? Yeah, higher, highly cool. Yeah, maybe a similar thing. Let's see what happens. That's gold, silver miners. I'm sweating like a bee in here at the moment. Who turned up the heat? Oh, that is brutal. Let's see. Silver. That's silver, dude. SIL, silver mining stocks, large cap silver mining stocks. Silver, similar thing. So I think a dip is probably coming. Yeah, quite potentially here. We're broken that on the relative strength index. And yeah, as long as you bounce here, you're okay. Don't break below there, and then lower we go. But I did say from live show last week, potential all the way down back to 43. So we're at 48.50 now, US dollars, back down to 43. Completely normal. And, breakout and retest, no problem at all. Silver, we know where it's going. You would want to consider being in some silver miners if you want to outperform your silver physical holdings. Let's go to very quickly SIL to silver watch. So this is big silver miners index versus holding silver spot. That's not the one I want. You can get stuffed, bro. SIL versus silver. There we go. Yeah. So this is going down, the physical metal holding spot silver is better than holding silver miners. But as you know, we are, I think personally, rocketing higher. Silver miners will continue to outperform the physical silver. Not necessarily the physical, but spot silver, I should say. There's a difference between spot silver and physical silver. Okay. Again, physical silver might become like hen's teeth. Is that the phrase, like hen's teeth, as rare as hen's teeth, because hens don't have teeth? I think that's right. Physical might be harder and harder to get, but in terms of spot silver, silver miners are going to continue to outperform for a bit. Cool. But as long as we remain above that 1.27 level, not worried about that. I'm still cool with silver mining stocks in general. I won't talk about any of the specifics right now. That has been your precious metals thing. Let's go back to some comments, and then we'll get to Bitcoin and crypto in particular. We're going to ask the question, is crypto bottoming here? Okay, welcome to everyone watching on YouTube and on X. This is Good Morning Stackers, where we stack silver, we stack satoshis, we stack skills, we stack societies, communities, we stack anything that we can. If it's stackable, we'll stack it. Get out of town. No. Adam Anderson. Adam Anderson. Adam Anderson. Let me look at your thing. Knowing Adam Anderson like I know Adam Anderson, and that's a Homer with a rock and roll t-shirt. I'm gonna say that's the Adam Anderson. Can you let me know? Are you the Adam Anderson? I reckon you are. Give me a second. Yes, hit the like, everyone. It helps with the algorithm. Could you please help me with that, please? Thanks. And yeah, don't push Jason's buttons. Jason will have a conniption. Don't push his buttons. And when there is, there will be another excuse. Okay, $36 would be a nice retest for silver. $36.50, as I don't want to see the 36 retest. When $120 oil a barrel? Don't know. Is it coming? Yeah, quite likely. Oil, commodities, super cycle, oil, precious metals, natural gas, blah, 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 copper, commodities versus equities. So oil, yes. Probably when Iran... Can you imagine if Iran closes the Straits of Hormuz, which they probably won't do, but who knows? If they did, can you imagine what oil stocks do? Just in particular, I'm already in the oil stock area, so I'm prepared for that. And this is not preparing for bad stuff happening in the world. It's just commodities in general are going up. So, but if that happens, watch that go. Let's see. Interested to see if silver gets another lift ending out of the week. Lance, B2s are the only one that can carry... Oh, now we're talking WAR. They did some testing a while back. B2s are rated to carry 40,000 pounds. Instead, they managed to launch... We're talking about I think you're talking about the Bunker Buster, aren't you? Cheers, knackers. Let's see. Any news on Air India? No. I have watched Jeff Ostroff on YouTube about the crash. Pretty good coverage. I haven't got into that. Let's see. No, haven't seen that. Oil is off to over $200, you reckon? RIP us. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, gas prices, if we're talking Americans, gas. It's gas. It's not gas. Why do you call it gas? Gas. Got to get gas for my car. Oh, my car needs gas. I'm out of gas. No, you don't have gas. You have petrol. That's not gas. Is the liquid that you're pouring into your car, is that gaseous? No. Americans. That's not at you, Lance. Let's see. I'm getting off. And Adam Anderson, tell me, are you the Adam Anderson that I think you are? Because it's a pretty common name. But you got to tell me if you are. Cool. Has crypto bottomed here? That's not a joke. No, let's go back. Sorry. Far out. Brussels sprout, of course. You should be buying from Perth Bullion Exchange because we're talking about precious metals. Buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, greatest bullion dealer all of Australia. Free shipping. When you have 20 or more items in your shopping cart, do I need to tell you anymore? No, perthbullion.com.au. Damn, there you go. Has crypto bottomed here? I'm not joking. It's potential, okay? It is potential. When we take a look at the charts right now, could be bottoming around here. Around here is where the price, it needs to find support. Right around here, or else... But, let's take a look at the charts. Let's take a look, people. You don't want to see that. You want to see this. That was precious metals. Let's go to... I'm going to go to others first. Then we'll take a look at Bitcoin. Normally do Bitcoin first, then we'll take a look at others. The cryptocurrency section of the show is brought to you by Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com, and Stormrake. Now, Stormrake is your full-service cryptocurrency brokerage here in Australia, and they service the entire world, particularly the US now as well. Here is others. This is the altcoin market on the weekly time frame. I'll show you the daily, and I've already got it drawn in. Okay, this is the altcoin market on the daily time frame. Okay, you are at 233 billion. You've broken through the areas that we really wanted to hold. Okay, that was that area there at the 250 billion, that was the one that we needed to break through. It was not a breakthrough and we broke down. So then we're going, okay, lower prices from here. Then just like I showed you with silver, you know, I showed you, the smaller term time frame, and then if it's going to break a move, then you go down to the next one. You could say it's here, right? You could say it's here at around about, I mean, that's a higher low right there. You could take it to there. And we're skirting, look at this, around the 0.618 right now. We have broken down a couple of times, but really on the daily, we haven't closed really majorly below it. Okay, so this is why we're at a really critical junction for crypto around about here. So from this low and this high, okay, gotta stay above here. Is it bottoming around about here? I'll show you on the relative strength index as well. You've got, now this is a spike, and we're not taking it from the closes. This is taking it from the spikes, so I could be wrong on this, okay? But lower high, I always get this wrong. Lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low. That's a potential bullish divergence. Now, I think some purists might say, no, Joe, you can't take them from the spikes. You have to take it from the closes. So that could be true. So if it's from the closes, then that's kind of like, that's like an equal low and then a slightly higher low. That still could be said a bullish divergence. This is actually not the range I wanted to show you. I actually wanted to show you from here, from this very clear pivot low right here. And where's the 618? So it is right there at the $222 billion area. Do you remember we've spoken about that before? Do you remember that? So that's your giant ass mother effing line in the sand. 222 billion US dollars for the others market cap. Okay, it comes back to test, oh gee, right about there. Wouldn't that be very interesting? If we get down to around about here, okay, it turns out to be a double freaking bottom on the price right there. You know, markets zig and markets zag. So very around here. So it's if you want to take it from that low and that high, sure. But from here, in this box right here in particular, you've got to remain above 222 billion. Close, close a day. I'll give it a day. That's fine. Close the week below or significantly below 222 billion. Ugh, bad news bears. Crypto might be bottoming here, and I'm not joking. Okay, you got to watch out for it. If we did, is there anything I'm noticing on the fly? We'll be talking about, some of your favorite altcoins. Get your chart requests in right now if you have any specific altcoins or anything else, anything chart-wise. I can take a quick look at. No problem. Yeah, I mean, that would be, if you bottomed here, if you pivoted here and then broke back up, what's happening there? If you break back up around about 240 billion, then that would be setting up. No, actually, my apologies. That's not setting up that. I am incorrect on that. Don't worry. I'm incorrect. If you bottom here, what are we doing there? No. Okay. Don't worry about no bullish divergences happening as far as I can see on the daily time frame. You just want to hold that 222 billion. Please and thank you. Double bottom, freak people out. And then I would suggest if you break... that would be good. Breaking through there. Yeah, so look, I'm going to give it that 236, 240 billion would be really preferable. Break it back through there, and then we'll talk... Then we'll talk Turkey. No, actually, I'm going to say, no, it's at 250. It's clearly 250 because you've got the resistance there, spike resistance there, previous support there. Oh, it's all there. Dude, it's all there. If you break through, find a bottom here at 222, break 250, you do that. I am in, bro. Totally in. In like Flynn, okay? You could not pry me away from crypto at 250 billion, breaking and holding that. Don't know if we're going to get there, but is the question, has it bottomed? Let me know in the comments right now and in the replies on X. Do you think it has bottomed here? Is it bottoming here? Let me know. Yeah. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the daily time frame, priced in USD, $105,000 roughly. Technically, still, as we said, technically still in a bull market because you're getting, well, you were getting higher highs and higher lows. You've got a lower high here. You just don't want to print the lower low. You do that. Oh, bad, 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 bad. Although it would be taking you down to anywhere down to that $89,000 area. 89,000 because it's the Fibonacci from, I can't even show you now, from this low and this high. That's fine. Get into the Zag zone, no problem. I'm fine. Yeah, I'd rather, if that's going to happen to Bitcoin, then watch crypto, general crypto break through that $222 billion mark. I really don't want that, please and thank you. I want to make some money on crypto. So let's hold preferably that $103,000 mark at the 0.786 Fibonacci from this low and this high, and do not break through there. Bad, bad, bad. Over the short term, it's bad for for Bitcoin, but as I said, watch out for that 89. Yeah, but you do that, crypto's going like general crypto. Your altcoins are going to lose their. That's general Bitcoin and general crypto. General crypto. Let's take a look at my favorite meme coin. Not in it. TOSHI. Here's TOSHI on the daily, price in USD, not a lot to say. 0005, we are below the area that we need to at least be above. Not talking about anything to do with TOSHI until we crack above 0.0005, and we're not there. That's it. That's all you need to know. We found, though, look, interesting, double bottom. So could crypto be bottoming here? Okay, let me get rid of all of that. Double bottom. Do I notice any... And we all know that, you know, Jason Ashworth loves a double bottom. Good old double bottom. Let's see. Yeah, potential. Look. Looky. Equal low. Higher low. I don't think that's played out just yet. But if you break through 00047, down you go, and I don't know where we would go down to really. I'll talk about that later. Cool, that is TOSHI. Everything's sort of still hanging in the balance, okay, for all crypto at the moment. ZBCN, it's a fan favorite. As I've said a million times recently, all the way back here in the end of May, towards the last week of May, did you take profits on ZBCN? Because something was happening, and then it did happen. Then we've seen lower prices. I will not be talking higher prices, breaking new all-time highs for ZCBN until you break the top end of the zig zone. That's at 0058. Crack through there, no problem. Other than that, nope. I will give, look, if you do this and you break that at 0052, yeah, then you could say, okay, that's going to be a test. That needs to break. Then I'll say, oh, yeah, okay, onwards and upwards we go. Cool. That's ZBCN. To do with, it's a payments network as far as Gerald tells me. I don't have Gerald on the channel today. So, yeah, that's ZBCN, a fan favorite. XRP is at $2.16, the favorite ISO compliant crypto, and it is the crossover crypto between people who love precious metals and who love crypto. If precious metals people decide to get into crypto, usually XRP is one of the first ones because of its ISO compliant nature. That XLM algo, which I just learned recently, but nothing to say until XRP does one of two things. Needs to crack $2.60. That's all I'm going to tell you. And crack below $1.30, not great. Watch $2.60, watch $1.30. And what else did I say? Hype because it is holding up really well. Has been holding up well comparatively to Bitcoin. Hype on the 4-hour time frame. We did notice the bearish divergence, and that happened. That played out. Look at that. Higher high, lower high, lower prices. Unfortunately, broke through that $39.80 level. That's not great. Let's see. Brush. There. And you, not you, you Son of a bitch. We had a previous level drawn in. Do you remember what that was? Let me go to the daily. Yes, here it is. Right there. Yeah. That's at that $28.50 level, was a major level we had talked about because it was from this high and this low. I think it was the 0.786 to the 0.618. No, it wasn't that one. No, it wasn't that. I think it was to do with this. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so we've got the new area. Okay, if we're going to continue down on hype and look at the relative strength index, it is ticking over. Okay, then the expected support zone that you do not want to break below is right here. So that's your expected zag zone. Okay, it doesn't mean it gets down to here, but this is just par for course. If it did here, you don't freak out. You just go, okay, massive move from $9.30 to $45, don't you know? That's fine, man. Come back down anywhere into this zone, fine. That's just a massive, it's just a retracement. And then anywhere down to the new area is $23. Don't crack through 23. That's all I need to say. And I'll give, there's your preference at 27. I'm going to give preference here because of the sellers here. You want the sellers to become buyers. So preferably you want a bounce off there to match that. That would be very bullish. Oh, you get into the zag zone, but you bounce off the 0.5 Fibonacci? Great. Max pain is here, okay, at 23. That'll freak people out. No, it's all over, I'm done. And then, haha, sucked in. It fakes you out to shake you out. Cool. Am I expecting this on the 4-hour time frame? On the 1-hour time frame? On the 1 hour, you've already gone into extremely undervalued, oversold. So it might be done. Crypto could be bottoming here, as I said. Anything else that I said I wanted to talk about? Gold, silver, TOSHI, ZBCN, XO. No, I did all those ones. So no, we're good on that front. Get your chart requests in, your questions, etc. Of course, seeing as though we're speaking about crypto, as I've been telling you, you have until June 30 to sign up for an account with Stormrake. Stormrake is a full-service cryptocurrency brokerage, so they do it all for you. Now, they currently charge, and go to stormrake.com. You can click the Create Account button there. You probably don't want to do that because you'll be getting charged the market price of the crypto that you're buying plus a 3% brokerage fee. Now, that 3% brokerage fee is getting raised come July the 1st, start of the new financial year here in Australia. Okay, so it's going to 3% to 3 point whatever they're doing, I think. They didn't tell me exactly what it was. However, if you sign up with my link right here, okay, bit.ly/GMS Stormrake. I'll just put a link below to places. You can just find it on my channel somewhere, or you can just type that into the address bar. You get lifetime 2% brokerage fees. Now, that's even when they raise the prices. So this is grandfathered in. So when they raise the prices to their normal prices to, spot plus 3 point something percent, whatever it is, yours 2% one doesn't go up to 2 point something, right? It's just grandfathered. If they, in 10 years time, and you've still got the account, right? 10 years time, their new fees are 4%, 5%, 6%, you've still locked in 2% for the life of the account. Now, if you go and start a new account after July the 1st, if it's under a discretionary trust or a company, or you get one of your friends and family to sign up or whatever, they don't get the 2%. You get the 2% now for the life of the account. I would highly suggest you do that because crypto could be bottoming here. And I would at least suggest everyone signs up for an account now. Even if you don't think you're going to buy crypto right now, you might be buying crypto in 2, 3, 6 months time. But do you want to pay 3 point something percent, or do you want to sign up with my link now and pay 2% for the life of the account? Stormrake, stormrake.com. And here's the deal with 2%. By the way, with 2%, that's really cheap comparatively. It's just cheap comparatively for you don't do anything. You don't do anything yourself except you give them a call and say, I want to buy Bitcoin, $10,000 of Bitcoin. They go, cool, leave it with me. I'll get it for you for the best price. and then we do all that stuff. We can hold it for you, or we can send it to you, all that stuff as well. You can talk to them. The great thing about Stormrake is you have a dedicated broker, okay? Your guy or girl, whoever it is, they're your person. You can call them and just have a chat. Hey, what's good this week? What are you noticing? What's the trends you're noticing? They're not just like, oh, don't call me because I'm busy with my other clients and I need to sell. You can just call and have a chat. No, don't chat with them for half an hour just talking their ear off. They've got things to do. But if you just want to have a chat and go, oh, I heard about XRP this week. I heard about this new one. Do you guys have that? And they'll talk to you about it, right? Because they're here to help you with crypto, not just take your money, okay? Stormrake.com. I cannot recommend it more highly, and I cannot recommend more highly you sign up with that. If you don't do that, no, come on, man. Do yourself a favor, okay? Stormrake.com. Mastering the markets. I could have talked about it in the precious metals section, but I can talk about it here. Mastering the markets, masteringthemarkets.com. If you want to be a better investor, go to masteringthemarkets.com. Why? A 10-week foundational course, okay? Just learn to be a better investor. Dow theory principles, technical analysis, foundations. I swear, if you come out of that 10-week course, you'll be like, man, I learned a lot. Then you've got the 12-year, I say this every time, the year-long 12-month course, which I'm planning on doing at this stage. To be I want to be like a full-on trader potentially. And I want to get better so I can give you better information as well. And hasn't it been interesting? Academy. Hasn't it been interesting since I've been a member of the Mastering the Markets Academy? Have you noticed the change in me? I reckon post a comment below right now. Have you noticed the change in me since I've been part of the Mastering the Markets Academy? I've been talking about little extra things like bullish, bearish divergences, this, that, and the other, right? Have I gotten better at my game? I think I have. And this is just because I've been part of the Mastering Markets Academy. I haven't even started a course, but I'm part of their academy. Okay, you can sign up for free, academy.masteringthemarkets.com, sign up for free, or if you do their paid subscription every month, what you pay for what you get is just ridiculously good. The multiple calls per week, educator calls, where they're doing live streams, basically. What I do, but they do it private here at academy.masteringthemarkets.com. Multiple live streams per week from multiple different educators, okay? And you're getting different types of education. You're getting technical analysis education. You're getting fundamental education, so how to look for good stocks and good cryptos from a fundamental perspective, good assets, okay? You get weekly market scans. You get time scale forecasting. This is freaking my mind out. A really different way to look at investing. It's all about times, Gann theory. It's like blows your top off, right? And all the amazing stuff. Macro Sundays with Tung, who just talks about the larger. Here's what's going on in the world, and why that can affect this sector and that sector and this sector. It's like the perfect combination of technical analysis, foundational analysis, macro stuff. Academy.masteringthemarkets.com. Sign up, people. Comments. Love your work. Do I have time for any kind of... What did I do? I probably made something. Rat's got to run. No problem, man. Yeah. Gasoline. Don't put the word gas in a liquid. Oh, someone ChatGPT'd or someone grokked it. Gasoline is thought to have been derived from a trademarked product named Gasoline or Gasoline. Interesting. Yes, and petrol comes from petroleum, meaning rock oil. Yeah, rock oil. That's it. By the way, oh man, we could go down the rabbit hole. I don't have time. We could go down the rabbit hole about, oil being the bloody, the remains of bloody dinosaur fossils. Please. Fossil fuels. What an absolute, persuasion job they did on us when they called them fossil fuels. Dead dinosaurs. That's where you get all your oil from. Ben Ferrugia, good to see you, man. Good to make the live show. Great to see you. Good to see you jump on the live. Yes, absolutely. If you contact Peter from the bee store in Craigieburn, I don't know what you're talking. You're talking about bees now? Why are we talking about bees? You get bees local to your area and don't get it. Now we're talking about bee production. Do you guys listen to a word I say? Crypto is very delicate at the moment, holding and not panicking. Great. Platinum is at 2,054 Australian dollars. Yes, okay, fair enough. Neil, how you like platinum now, kids? Remember I told you about this? I don't. Naka says I don't have any platinum. How dare you, sir? Give me 1 second. I'm going to quickly, if we do not have any, what's the word I'm looking for? Chart requests. I'm going to quickly open up my portfolio here. Not that you can see it. I just want to see what things have done. Oh, shoot. Oh, did I get it? Yes, I got it. Mofo. And we're up too. I didn't look for that one. Sorry, you guys can't hear us. 16, 17. Ooh. Okay. Wow, everything's having a bit of a move today. Cool. So here's something I just got into. And let me check if I got my other one as well. Give me a moment. So positions. You can't see any of this because I'm not showing you in my portfolio. I'm on the Moomoo portfolio thingy. Give me a second. 155. Oh no, did that? Nope. Where's my star? Where's SGR? Oh, where's my SGR? Bubs? Santos? No. Aurora? Unico? The star. Oh no, we've come down. Oh, I did buy more. Well, that's not good. I just bought into something called EMD, which is Emira Limited. Let me show you where it is. Let me show you on the screen. Out of interest, I'll show you on the Stormrake panel. Why not? Do the Stormrake panel. I just bought into something called EMD. I'm getting an alert here for ATX. Everything's popping off. Let's see, EMD. Where was it? I'm going to have to change it from my EMD. There it is. I'm going to have to change it from blue to yellow. It's now part of my thing. I just bought EMD. EMD, Emira Limited. I am very bullish. Just so you know, yeah, I bought it perfectly, as long as it holds. I am very bullish on psychoactives. I'm very bullish on psychoactives for medicinal purposes in order to treat PTSD, psychiatric dealios, okay? Now, here's where I found out about it. And again, here is the absolute mother effing alpha that you can get from Mastering the Markets, masteringthemarkets.com. I don't mean to go crazy about it, right? Yes, they're my brand sponsor. Yes, I get access to this for free and all this sort of stuff. And I have a financial interest to talk about these guys, but they're just crazy good. So here's where I heard about it. I actually first heard about it right here on one of the educator calls. Okay, so I am tying this in. There is a reason, right? So let me go back here. So it was Craig Dixon's fundamental analysis scan on Tuesday. So Tuesday night, I watched that, and he talked about something called EMD, okay? These guys. And he said, he showed an announcement that they had, and let me show you the announcement. ATX. Oh, that's why I just got an alert on ATX. Okay. All right. Looks like, all right, they're about to go well. Oh, never mind. AI, TMO. So everyone's posting their stuff here. And this is all on the back end stuff here. Let's go. Stop losses. Well, let me find the thing right here. EMD. It was right here. I promise. Give me 1 second. Here we go. EMD. Posted a day ago. We talked about it last night as potentially being very significant. And now we have the answer. Medibank to fund Emira's PTSD program at the Perth clinic. Okay, so Medibank to fund eligible customer participation in Emira's PTSD care program. This is using psychoactives with no out-of-pocket costs. Medibank's funding this stuff, okay? Medibank is Australia's largest health insurer, supporting over 4.2 million customers. Agreement is multi-year and marks the first major private health insurance funding of psychotherapy-led PTSD program in Australia. Okay, so what you saw yesterday was oh yes, Mama Cass. All right, what you've seen here yesterday was a huge gap up. So the announcement came out and it gapped up yesterday from 25 to 36. So 2.5 cents to 3.6 cents. So that was right. That is where are we? I don't want you. Go away. I want you. That is a 2.5. That is a 45% jump yesterday. Now, what I figured would happen, and as I was correct, the 30-minute, did we get, yes, we got it too. So yesterday that jumped up and I thought, okay, that's a big jump. Where is on the hour time frame? Where is the downtrend line? And when you break out of a downtrend line, you tend to come back to test it. And I also wondered, where is the 1.6, where's the bottom end of the zag zone from this low and this high? So I put it in here and I went, the bottom end of the zag zone is at 2.8 cents. So I went this morning, I got up before 7 o'clock. Right on 7 o'clock, what you can do is you can put in your bids, okay, before the market opens. I put in a bid at right here at 2.9 cents. So it got picked up, and so far we're at 33. Where are we right now? We're at 32. So I'm up for the moment. Cool. And I'm happy to be in Emira Limited, which is EMD. None of this is financial advice, by the way. I just love the idea of psychoactives, particularly psilocybin, LSD, MDMA, all that sort of stuff for medicinal purposes, particularly for PTSD. Now, I don't have PTSD, but isn't this a brilliant thing for people who do have it for a whole bunch of different reasons? And it can be helped for other psychiatric things as well. I've even heard, not that I have experience myself, I've even heard that people who take one dose, one time of some kind of psychoactive, whether it be, like an LSD or an ayahuasca, like you go out into the mountains and do that kind of stuff, you're changed forever with one thing, okay? And it can, particularly with people with psychiatric conditions like PTSD, it can cure some people or massively reduce symptoms in one dose, okay? So I'm very happy to be part of this. No problem. Of course, I'll watch it. I only put a small amount in. If it breaks back down below, say, I'd say that 2.8 cent level, then I'll get concerned. But I got in at 2.9 cents. If it breaks back down below 2.8 cents, probably I might have a stop loss around about there. But I'm fine to be in. Okay, no problem. Because look on the daily time frame. You're at a very big bottom right here on EMD. And again, who loves big bottoms? We all do. And what do you notice here on the relative strength index on the daily time frame? Price going down, but relative strength index going up. Okay, and then from the fundamental perspective, with Medibank being the first private health insurance company to fund that, and I would suggest that if it does break, if you want to be conservative, which many of us are here at Good Morning Stackers, you would want to see a break and hold of 4.3 cents, and that could be your getting in area. I've decided to get in on the retest of the downtrend line. You do you. If that breaks there, you're talking much, much higher from here. I'm considering putting in a little bit more from here. Let's see what happens. That is EMD. That is now on my list. Your kiss is on my list. Any more comments? Let me take a look at the market. What else has that one done? What are we seeing up, which I wanted to get in but didn't? Zimplats. Zim is moving higher. I've missed my chance, I think, for Zimplats. Damn. Pod Minerals. Okay, that's on the weekly. That's on the 4 hour. We've had a move up. Pod could be now moving higher. Platinum Global 1 moved higher. You can't see any of this. Chalice Mining. Oh, I'm not in Chalice. No, I am in Chalice. I have Chalice. Liontown. Oh, a bunch of different things. Anyway, cool. That is that. Final comments and then we shall get out of here. I want to check out the Mover and Gronky show, former AF. Oh, you're still talking about all that stuff. Let's go down to here. Yeah, exactly. Naggers, great for veterans. Absolutely agreed. Let's see. Is EMD on the ASX? Yes, it is, Knackers. That sounds like a good cause. Absolutely. Your thoughts on Moo Joe? Loving Moo. Liking Moo. Moo is great because its fees are very cheap. You can also buy US stocks on it. You can also trade the overnight and pre-market and post-markets of US stocks. So you don't have to wake up at, God knows what time in the morning for opening of the market. You can just set the trades. And sometimes if you're up at, before the markets opens in pre-market, you can still do the trade then and there. So you can access to US stocks. I don't think it's London Stock Exchange, but it's like $3 trades, which is really good. $3 trades. So it's a little bit clunky from its user interface. I don't love it from its user interface, but it's cheap trades and it's doing all right. Perfect temperature sipping drink. Perfect. All you needed to change to that, Neil, was perfect temperature slurping drink. Because we do slurp it here. We don't sip it here. Not like those other people that do, well, not like Scott Adams, who I know and love very well. I don't know him at all. Follow him every day. Scott Adams does the simultaneous sip. And as you know, I modeled the synchronized slurp based purely off that. Let's see. MJNA. MJNA hasn't been moving as far as I'm aware. Let's see. It's doing nothing, man. MJNA not doing a lot there. Neil, let me show you. MJNA, the medical marijuana thing. You've actually been finding, and actually EMD was actually one of them. So EMD, who we just talked about, they were a medical marijuana-based drug company, exploration, blah, blah, blah. And then approvals in the United States not approvals, EMD in, psychoactives and stuff became a bigger thing. So they switched tactics and they went from marijuana-based stuff into psychoactive stuff, different psychoactive stuff. So yeah, MJNA, it's not doing a lot. Yes, if you put $500 into this and it rip roars, you could make an absolute F ton of money. Yes, you could. But there's nothing saying at this stage, unless they come up with some crazy good announcement, that anything is going to continue. It's been in a massive, just does nothing. It basically trades between 0.0002 cents and 0.0003 cents. It's been doing that for a while. Now, that's a big move. That's a 50% move from there, from there to there. Sometimes you get from 100% move from 0001 to 0.0002. Cool. You could be forming a bottom here. It's got to sustain and hold 0004 for some kind of period of time. And really, it's got to start clearing 0007. So, yeah. Am I happy to miss the move from there to there? Sure. But if it breaks and holds there, okay, yeah, we'll talk about it. And for a lot of people, they may not even be on their radar until it breaks and holds 003. So that's like a 10 times from here. That's actually higher than that. It's also hard to buy. I can't buy it on Moo, for example. You'd have to buy it on some other one. It's just I can't show you the user interface, but if I go to look for it right now, let me have a quick look. I don't think there's even any buy or sell orders. MJNA. I'll pop it in my watching not in list. There it is there. And yeah, no, it's basically, there's basically no buy and sell orders on Moo for it. So you'd have to buy it somewhere else. Anyway, that's that. Watch list. Oh, I didn't want you. I wanted you. No. What are you doing? That's annoying. Go away. Okay, can't see that. Anyway, final comments and we shall get out of here. Justice Department and DEA started working to change the scheduling of weed from, oh, okay, is this why maybe MJNA? From a class 1 to a class 3 last started working, so we haven't done that yet. So it seems like the big thing that would be good for the medical marijuana industry would be the positive outcome of changing it from a class 1 to a class 3. That would be good. I can see that. That is true. 100,000 shares for less than $20. It's true. In all honesty, MJNA could be the best risk to reward you could possibly see. That's absolutely true because of where you are right now. So yes, am I a fool for not buying MJNA $20 worth? Probably. Maybe I just should for S&Gs. You know what? I might even buy $100 worth. So then I could have 500,000 shares. Yeah, look, you could be right. I should probably. Because then it's just been, I mean, surely it can't go any lower than 0.001. So you could be right there, man. Worth a punt. That's probably worth a punt. Otherwise, that $100 is just sitting there forever, just, doing that. I think you're probably onto something. Maybe I should. Joe's trading segment is good. Thanks, man. Is Medibank funding it because it's costing them a lot of money in claims? Oh, yeah, you never know. MJNA will take off because of the law change. Yeah, look, you could be right. You could be right. That is it, my funky people. You have watched Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main. We go live on Tuesdays and on Thursdays on YouTube. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. Follow me on X as well because I do go live there. Can you please go to facebook.com/the Joe Main. Hit me with a follow there. Once I get over 100 followers there, I can go live on there too. So wouldn't you like to find me everywhere? Of course you would. Wouldn't you like to do the final synchronized slurp? Yes, you would. That was so seamless. Did you see that? Grab a tasty beverage. I've got my tasty beverage. And what also we do is we dance it out in the final part of the show. You have watched.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stackers. It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronize.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now we're on the move.
Thanks for watching, people. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking whatever you're stacking. Live show again on Tuesday, but you get all the other stuff in between. Have a great day. Speak to you tomorrow.